February 315.6, the USS Voyager was transported beyond our control, 70,000 light-years across the galaxy to the Delta Quadrant. There, without aid from Starfleet, we began our 70-year journey home. In our numerous encounters, we came into contact with many dangerous and violent species. Having a limited crew with no chance of reinforcements, we determined that we needed a specialized team to handle the more dangerous situations. Tuvok, Voyager's chief of security, assembled an elite force of security personnel named the Hazard Team. Ensign Munro is second in command of this uniquely trained team. Equipped with 7 of 9's experimental anti-Borg weapon, the Infinity Modulator, the Hazard Team has beamed to a Borg cube on a dangerous mission. However, the team was quickly overwhelmed, and the iMod is now in the hands of the Borg. Separated from the rest, Munro is attempting to rescue the team.
Modulation chamber. Rescue them at any cost.
Acknowledged. Tertiary what? Hey, be careful. It's not working. I don't have time for this. No, wait! Don't! I told you. Well, what was I supposed to do?
Mr. Munro, your tactical approach was, shall we say, tactless.
All right, Hazard Team, report to debriefing.
Nice going, Munro.
Sir, if I may. Was I supposed to know the panel would explode?
That point is not relevant, Mr. Munro. A given situation is not as predictable as you might desire. Your reckless decision has caused the death of you and your teammates. You have failed. Had you followed standard Hazard Team procedures, you may have survived the simulation and achieved your mission objectives.
Yes, sir. Procedure.
Speak freely, Ensign. Deck 4.
With all due respect, sir, I don't think procedure would have mattered. There wasn't any way I could have possibly rescued them.
Someday, Mr. Munro, you may be called upon to do the impossible. Consider this to be your personal Kobayashi Maru.
Red alert! All hands to battle stations.
Computer, reroute turbo lift to the bridge.
Status.
Captain, we have reports of secondary EPS conduits on decks 8 and 9 rupturing.
Warp drive is offline.
What happened?
We responded to a distress signal from a derelict vessel and it opened fire.
Tuvok, they don't respond to hails. Maybe we need to send a clearer message. Target their weapon systems and disable them.
Firing phasers. Direct hit. Phasers had no discernible effect. Aft shields are down, Captain. Rerouting auxiliary power to the shields.
Captain, I'm getting reports of extensive damage on decks 9 and 10. We're not going to survive another hit.
Photon torpedoes, full spray.
Torpedoes away.
Everyone all right?
I am undamaged.
What just happened?
Captain, we seem to have been torn from normal space. I think we've been pulled through some sort of icy-dimensional rift.
Where are we?
Apparently, here, Captain. Sensors and most of Voyager's primary systems are offline. Until repairs are made, it may be difficult to ascertain exactly where here is.
Captain's log, Stardate 53854.7. Voyager was attacked by an unknown force and transported to some kind of starship graveyard, whereabouts unknown. The ship is heavily damaged. Communications, propulsion, and other systems are offline. Until repairs are done, we're utterly helpless. Stranded.
Munro, what took you so long? We've got a warp core breach in progress. You need to get in there and shut it down. There are two things you have to do, so listen carefully. First, cut the power relays on the main floor, then go to the upper level and decouple the dilithium matrix. Wait a minute. You're going to need a helmet to get through that coolant loop.
I've got one in my transporter buffer.
Hurry up and find those terminals. There isn't much time before we lose containment and have to reject the core.
Warp core offline. Core breach averted.
Good job, Ensign. That was touch and go there for a little while.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Tuvok to bridge. The intruders have been repelled.
Well done. It seems our situation is worse than we thought, Tuvok. Report to the conference room.
Acknowledged. Lieutenant Foster, have the team report to hazard operations. I am certain that many of you are curious as to our situation. Voyager has been transported to a region of space we are not familiar with. It seems that many other disabled vessels are present here as well. We have detected an energy dampening field surrounding the area that is draining Voyager's systems of power. For the moment, we are trapped like the other ships and cannot escape.
Like the Tarkanus gravity well. 247 ships have been lost there.
Or the Bermuda Triangle. You know, back on Earth.
Perhaps. Our primary weapons and propulsion systems are offline at the moment. The captain's current strategy is to find out as much as we can about our surroundings while we effect repairs.
So, what's the deal with our unwelcome visitors?
We do not have much information about them as of yet, Mr. Beesman. They appear to be scavengers of some sort, comprised of Klingons, humans, and Malons. With only short-range sensors operational, we have been unable to locate their vessel since it departed. However, we have detected a vessel nearby. While sensors indicate no life signs, we have detected a functioning power source on board. Our hope is that their computer systems are still operational and contain information about this area. The hazard team will transport onto this vessel and retrieve any files that are still intact.
No life signs?
Like a ghost ship.
Yeah.
Boom!
While your superstitious beliefs are quite illogical, Mr. Chell, caution is recommended. Your team leader, Lieutenant Foster, will now brief you on your specific mission objectives. Lieutenant?
All right. This is an information-gathering mission. Minimal encounter probability. The hazard team will split up into 2 squads. Alpha Squad, my group, will beam into Control Room A. Ensign Munro and Beta Squad will be transported to Control Room B. Our objective is to have at least one of the teams locate a functioning terminal to extract any information we can and return to Voyager. In the unlikely case of hostile encounters, the technicians should be protected at all costs to ensure retrieval of this information. Any questions?
Sounds like a cakewalk.
See the quartermaster, Oviedo, in the equipment room. Gear up, then report to Transporter Room 1. Dismissed.
What are those things?
They seem to have an isophasic signature similar to our own transporter technology.
Transporters? Where are they?
Chell, are you sure this is the right place?
Positive. Maybe the aliens got them.
Looks like our scans weren't quite thorough enough.
Hey, Chell! I'm gonna jump! Catch me!
Stow it, crewman. Look, Munro, we've got to deactivate the shields before we can beam out. The data we downloaded from our console indicated there are 3 main sources we need to hit in order to do this. Your team should be able to take out the main computer core through there. We'll take out the backup power systems up here. We'll meet up at the main power core and shut it down.
Yes, sir.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Good luck, Munro. We'll meet you at the power core.
Hey, Chell, behind you!
Looks like another of those transporters over there.
All right. Let's go.
No. What happened? She just disappeared.
Some kind of energy field. From that pod.
There's no trace of Telsia. It's as if she was completely vaporized.
There was nothing we could have done, Chell. We'd better get a move on, or we might be next. Munro to Foster. We've shut down the main computer core.
Good. We just shut down the backup power systems. We're on our way to the main power core.
Right. Chell and I will meet you there.
You and... Where's Telsia?
She didn't make it.
Understood. We'll be in the back.
Heads up! Hey!
Munro, we're under heavy attack. You've got to get down to that power core and shut down the...
Sir. Sir! Come in, sir! Foster!
They must have gotten them. Not so good for our very first away mission, huh?
Keep it together, Chell. It's just you and me now, and Voyager's depending on us to get this information back to them. If we fail, everyone on that ship could end up dead. Now let's go shut down that power core and get out of here.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
We'll make it, Chell. We have to. Come on.
Stop power. My people in stasis will die.
Just a minute. You're the ones who trapped us on your ship and attacked us.
You invade us. We left you with the others. Tried to contact you. Communication methods very different. You attack us.
They were trying to communicate?
We capture your people, analyze them, learn their language. We are Ethereans, have been trapped here 25 of your soul standard years. Crew very large. Colony ship. Our people in stasis stay alive.
Colony ship?
Must be a sleeper ship. Long voyages.
Yes, long journey. New home. Never we see it now, we fear. The Forge has us. Knows us here.
We're sorry for the misunderstanding. For killing some of your people. We were only acting in self-defense.
Kill? Have not killed. When injured, our people returned to stasis. Regenerated. Your people too, not killed, in stasis. Analyzed.
Those pods.
On behalf of my people, I apologize. We thought the vessel was abandoned. We only wanted information from your computer. We're trying to find our way out of here.
Our knowledge is yours. Request and receive. We are allies. We will lower defenses. You may return to your vessel.
We'll find a way out of here. You'll get to your new home.
Boston to Voyager.
Lieutenant, it's good to hear your voice. What happened over there?
I'll explain when we get back. Let's just say we've made an ally. But we have injuries. We need to beam directly to sickbay.
Stand by. Sickbay has the wounded. We're ready to beam you back now.
Acknowledged. Foster out.
With the information your team retrieved, we've been able to learn a few things about our situation. This is called the Forge. It's generating the dampening field that keeps Voyager and the other ships trapped here.
Do we have any idea what's running that thing? Or why it's here?
No. The Ethereans had no detailed information about it. For all we know, it could be a simple machine. But our main concern right now is finding a way out of here. This is isodecium, a rare isotope that doesn't seem to be affected by the dampening field. B'Elanna thinks she can use it to get repairs done and bring main power back online. Then, hopefully, Voyager can escape. The sensor info from the Ethereans shows that there is isodecium nearby. Unfortunately, it's located here.
What is that?
The Scavengers' base of operations. These are the Scavengers, a loose alliance of survivors from the other starships trapped here. They survive by raiding other ships for supplies, like their attack on Voyager earlier. The isodecium was most likely stolen from other ships. Looks like they used some of it, but most of it is scattered around their base. They probably don't know of its energy potential. It's imperative that we get the isodecium and get Voyager functioning again. We don't know what other surprises we'll encounter here or what that Forge has in store for us.
Sensors show hundreds of scavengers on that base. All races we're familiar with. Klingon, human, Malon, and Hirogen. We're a bit outnumbered here, so we've opted for stealth infiltration and retrieval operation. They seem to have a transporter inhibitor field, so a team of 5 will be shuttled to the base by Ensign Alex. Once there, Ken and I will set up an extraction point. Munro, Telsia, and Odell will split up and retrieve 3 samples of the isodesium each. When you're done, you will make your way back to the extraction point. That's it, people. Now get prepped and report to the shuttle bay.
Good luck, team.
Tom Paris at your service. I will be your captain for this flight. I estimate a cruising speed of about 2/3 impulse power and an elapsed time of just under 5 minutes.
All right, Captain. We're all set here.
Okay, all aboard. This is your captain speaking. The in-flight movie will be Captain Proton versus the Robo-Zombies. Thank you for flying Delta Flyer Airlines, and we hope you have a pleasant flight. Good luck, gents. Meet you back at the homestead.
All right. This is a stealth mission. Avoid detection at all cost. However, if you do find yourself in a hostile engagement, defend yourself by any means necessary.
En route to Airlock 3.
Right. On my way to Airlock 2. Telsia checking in. I'm in position.
Odell checking in. I'm through the 3rd airlock.
All right, team. We'll be using a coded Federation subspace comm channel, but try to maintain comm silence unless absolutely necessary. When I give the signal, return here. We'll have pattern enhancers set up to beam us out.
Odell.
Yes, sir. I was ambushed. A weapon, communicator, taken. Never saw them.
Save your strength, Tom. I'll beam you out of here. Munro to Foster. I found Odell. He's hurt bad. I'm beaming him back to the extraction point with his isodesium.
Understood. Foster out.
Munro. Wait. I still have to get one more sample of the isodesium.
Don't worry, Tom. I'll get it.
Be careful. Ambush.
Munro to Foster. I found the last piece of isodesium. There's a huge bay between us. There's a crane system of some sort, but the control room is on the other side.
Wait a second, Alex. I think I know where you are. I was just there. Hold on. Okay, I'm here. I see the controls. Give me just a second.
Telsia, behind you!
Take her alive.
What's going on down there?
Telsia's been captured. I've got to rescue her.
Of all the... All right, Munro, but be careful. We can't afford to lose another man. If you can't rescue her, just get back here.
Don't worry, sir. I'll get her. Munro out. Munro to Foster. I know where Telsia's being held, but this area is swarming with scavengers. It's going to be impossible for me to get to her.
Don't risk the mission, Munro. If the odds are overwhelming, you're going to have to abort. Telsia knew what she was getting into. She wouldn't want you to get killed in some hopeless...
Wait a second. I've got an idea. Munro out. It's me, Alex.
Thank God. Undo these restraints. The only way back to the extraction point is through the control center, and it's sure to be guarded.
All right. Then you'll have to pretend to be my prisoner.
Oh, come on, Munro. That's the oldest one in the book.
Any better suggestions?
Okay. Here, follow me. I don't think your prisoner trick is going to work this time.
It didn't work the first time.
I told you that was the oldest one in the book.
Is that the only way back?
The one and only.
Okay, look, I've got an idea. I'll go out there and distract them. They shouldn't recognize me with this disguise on. At least not right away. While they're distracted, you sneak out. Take all the isodesium with you.
But what if they realize you're not one of them? Are you sure that...
I'll be fine. Trust me.
Hey, Munro. Last one there's a Denebian slime devil.
Hey, what are you doing here?
The captain sent me down to check things out.
Really? I didn't hear anything from the captain about this.
Oh, yeah. The communications are out. He sent me down here to tell you in person.
Tell us what?
That I'm coming?
I don't think I've seen you before.
All hands, red alert. There's an intruder disguised as one of us with a woman. They killed the captain. Capture them at all costs.
Kill him!
Who's there?
I am the hunter. You are my prey.
Whoa, wait a second.
I have been tracking you since you entered our hunting grounds. You are not the most formidable prey I've had, but you shall do.
Look, there's no need for this. Can't we just...
Okay, team. That's everyone. Let's get out of here. Activate the pattern enhancers. I've got the isodesium.
He's dead.
Munro to Voyager. 4 to beam back.
Sir, 2 of them are wounded. It's Lathrop and Odell.
Beam the wounded directly to sickbay. Where is Lieutenant Foster? Would you mind explaining exactly what happened?
It was the Borg, sir. When we activated the pattern enhancers, they must have been able to beam in.
They took Foster and the isodesium.
They caught us completely by surprise. They were in and out before we could even react.
Ms. Murphy, you are dismissed. Could you not have prevented the Borg from taking the isodesium?
Sir, I didn't want to take the chance I might hit Foster.
That is a chance you should have taken, Mr. Munro.
What?
There is such a thing as acceptable losses. Had you fired, it is likely that the Borg would not have the isodesium we need.
And Foster might be dead.
Possibly. But your emotional decision may have cost the lives of every member of this crew. Perhaps next time, you will consider this. Prepare a full report. I will summon you when we determine what action to take. Deck 8, Astrometrics.
Look, Foster's alive. We can still save him.
That is a possibility. You may well have the chance to find out.
What?
Though it goes against my better judgment, you are next in line for command of the Hazard Team. We are going to infiltrate the Borg cube.
Ensign, I take it you know Seven and Ensign Kim.
Seven and I were going over the Ethereum's data, and we've located a Borg cube here in the dampening field with us.
The vessel appears to be heavily damaged.
Monroe, you and the Hazard Team are going to beam over there and get back the isodesium.
And Foster?
Ensign, we're not even sure he's still alive, but if it's possible to rescue him, then yes, by all means. But the isodesium is of the highest priority. Seven will be joining you on this mission. And Ensign, you are now officially in command of the Hazard Team.
Yes, sir.
Seven has prepared a plan of action.
Since we don't know where the Borg may be storing the isodesium, I've chosen a beam-in point within reasonable proximity to a primary sub-processing matrix. From there, I should be able to determine the exact location of the isodesium.
Why not beam directly to the matrix?
We do not wish to alert the Borg. The beam-in point is in an area of low importance. There is also an assimilation chamber en route. It is possible that Lieutenant Foster is as yet unassimilated and being held there.
Hopefully, they'll be too busy repairing their ship to worry about a few trespassers.
Sounds good. Get in there, get the isodesium, and rescue Foster if you can.
Yes, Captain.
I will join you and your team in the transporter room.
Mr. Munro, I trust your performance will surpass your previous efforts.
Once we have the isodesium, we beam straight back here. Any questions?
Yeah. Why aren't I on this mission? If we're gonna give the Borg some payback, you're gonna need some extra manpower.
This isn't a revenge mission, Rick. Our mission is to get the isodesium back.
And rescue Foster.
If possible, yes. As for firepower, Seven's Infinity Modulator prototype is ready for field testing. If the Borg turn nasty, we're more than ready for them.
It is unwise to underestimate the Borg.
Yeah, see? You're gonna need me to help eliminate some Borg. No offense, man.
None taken.
Beesman, I know you're upset about Ken and Foster, but killing a bunch of Borg isn't gonna bring them back. I need cool heads. You're gonna have to learn to control yourself before I can assign you to another mission. Dismissed.
Monroe, come on.
I said dismissed.
Oh, you're loving this, aren't you?
If there are no further delays,
energize. What is it, Seven?
the primary sub-processing matrix.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I should be able to download useful information from the memory core. I shall attempt to pinpoint the exact location of the isodesium. Strange. The memory core is fragmented. Certain data is shielded. This is not typical of the Borg. All information is shared.
These Borg are anything but typical. Intriguing.
What?
I found more information about the Forge. This cube engaged a probe similar to the one Voyager encountered. The probes are sent by the Forge. Those vessels with sufficient technology to destroy the probes are transported here by the resulting explosions. Once here, this cube was invaded by a vessel sent from the Forge. Scavengers call them harvesters. They forcibly disassemble the trapped ships and take the parts and crew back to the Forge. They abducted hundreds of drones and nearly 1/4 of the ship before they were driven off. The Harvester's resistance quotient is extremely high.
A species even the Borg are afraid of?
We don't plan on sticking around long enough to make their acquaintance. 7. Any information on the isodesium?
Just a moment. Querying. Yes, 3 levels below. Quaternary Environmental Control Chamber 9 Alpha. There is more, but I cannot access it. Memory is fragmented.
That's good enough. Let's get moving. 7.
I am sorry. I was distracted.
Right. Okay, let's move out, people. What is that?
The vinculum. It is the hub through which all Borg thoughts are processed and organized. It creates order.
We are the Borg. She's turned on us.
Gerard, no! The vinculum must be controlling her.
Ensign Alex Munro of the Starship Voyager, species 5618. You are the leader of your unit.
Yes, I am.
We wish to negotiate.
Negotiate?
You and your team will be allowed to leave this vessel with the isotesium you are attempting to retrieve.
Sounds good. What do you want from us?
We have assimilated information from this unit detailing your previous encounters with Species 8472.
Species 8472?
This vessel was engaged in combat with Species 8472, who had infiltrated our vessel. The Borg's probe attacked us during this conflict. Upon destruction of the probe, we were transported to the Forge, as were several of Species 8472.
I don't like where this is headed.
Despite our adaptations, Species 8472 has remained resistant. We assimilated your Lieutenant Foster to gain information that made their use in protecting the cube from them. However, they stole the isodesium and have been using it as an energy source. They are reproducing rapidly. We cannot continue.
I see. You want us to stop them for you?
This unit has memory of specialized nanoprobes developed by Voyager to eliminate Species 8472. You will use these to eradicate the infestation.
They must be crazy to think we would help them.
Why shouldn't we just leave you here to kill each other off?
You have only 2 options. Accept or resist. Resistance is futile.
Well, I guess if you put it that way. All right. We'll do it.
Proceed through this route to Quaternary Environmental Control Chamber 9 Alpha, where you will find Species 8472's lair. Your resistance quotient is extremely high.
7, are you?
The vinculum has released me.
You will be assimilated.
Wait a minute. We negotiated. We had a deal.
Irrelevant. You will be assimilated.
I knew it. Why does this not surprise me?
The isodesium and are ready to beam out.
Beam myself and the isodesium directly to engineering.
Acknowledged. Initiating transport.
Hey, what's that?
What? I don't see anything.
Out there. Debris. See it?
Hey, yeah. I see something moving way out there. Nah, that's debris.
No, it's getting closer. Look.
You're right. What do you think it is?
I don't know.
It looks like some kind of ship.
That thing's coming right for us.
Whatever it is, it doesn't look friendly.
The
harvesters.
All senior personnel report to the conference room.
Munro, you better come too.
Does anyone have any idea what this thing is?
I believe I do, Captain. The most logical presumption would be that the Forge has sent a harvester to disassemble Voyager.
I was afraid that's what you were going to say.
Combining the records Seven retrieved from the Borg ship with my own sensor scans, I would concur with Seven's appraisal.
Wait a second. Didn't one of those ships tear up a Borg key?
Yes. The harvesters appeared to attach themselves to the stranded ships and use massive claws to literally tear the ships apart. The harvester aliens, meanwhile, invade the ship and plunder equipment and crew. The effect is utterly devastating.
Great! Thanks for the pep talk.
B'Elanna, how soon will we get the warp drive and defense systems back online?
Not soon enough, Captain. The isodesium is helping, but it's still going to take several more hours.
I'm open to ideas. Anyone?
I thought I saw something in the Etherians' records about some sort of gunship that's stranded here too.
Yes, the technology is consistent with that of Species 1567. They were engaged in a long-range war in which they sent out giant automated gunships called Dreadnoughts to destroy enemy outposts. They possessed impressive firepower.
Sounds like a giant cannon on autopilot.
Essentially, yes.
If we can board it, aim it at the harvester.
We could blow the harvester away before it reached Voyager.
Presuming we could operate it. However, my scans indicate that the ship does still have power.
Life signs?
None detected.
I can't see any better option. Tuvok, you and Munro put together a plan for the hazard team. But fast. We don't have much time. B'Elanna, do what you can to get our defenses up faster.
I'll do my best, Captain.
Dismissed.
The Dreadnought appears to be essentially a giant automated weapon of mass destruction. There are only a few identifiable areas of the ship. This front area seems to be the control section. There is a barrel section 700 meters long.
700 meters?
The rear sections seem to contain the ammunition, power, and propulsion systems. Our objective will be to reach the control section and fire the weapon at the harvester ship.
How do we know this thing still works?
We do not. We have detected an active power source and the vessel does not seem to be significantly damaged. In fact, we believe the weapon has never been fired. However, as our sensors can barely penetrate the ship's hull, it is difficult to ascertain the weapon's condition.
How long do we have before the harvesters get here?
Approximately 3 hours and 47 minutes.
Not much time.
We might have caught a break on this one, though. As you can see, we've found a tear in the hull.
Whatever did that could...
We should be able to transport directly into the ship through this breach, saving us the time of having to shuttle over. From here, it's only a short stroll to the control center here. Myself, Chang, Telsia, Chell, and Satlos will beam in and escort Tuvok to the control room.
Sounds like pretty heavy escort for a derelict ship.
We're not going to take any chances with this one. If all goes well, once we get Tuvok to the control room, he'll fire the weapon at the harvester, and there will still be a Voyager to come back to. Any questions? Good. Gear up and report to the transporter room. Dismissed.
A containment field. Environmental settings are normalized.
Environmental integrity has been restored. You may now remove your helmets.
I found something. Looks like an audio log.
Can you play it back?
Yeah, I'm processing it through the translator now.
Help me! Ah! They're tearing through the hull!
Our weapons are useless! I can't...
The defense systems are cut off! We're going to be slaughtered! No! No! Get back! No! No! Ah! Somebody help us, please! They're killing us all! Tearing our ship apart! They're unstoppable! Ah!
Oh my God.
Distractions are not going to aid us in achieving our objectives.
That must have been harvesters.
Mr. Chell, control yourself.
They're gonna tear Voyager apart.
That is precisely what we are here to prevent. However, there has been a setback.
Oh no.
Guess I spoke too soon.
I can aim the gunship and fire it from here, but the loading mechanism seems to be malfunctioning. The charge will have to be loaded manually. Ensign Munro, take a small team to the barrel here and ride the maintenance tram to the end. The plasma focusing router here is misaligned, cutting off power to the firing mechanism. You will have to adjust it. Then make your way down to the firing chamber. Once there, you have to load the energy round into the firing chamber. When you've loaded the charge, I will then be able to fire the gunship.
All right, Chang, Satlos, you're with me. Chell, you and Telsia stay here.
I thought he was going to pick me.
Hey, don't worry, the ship's deserted. Should be no problem.
I have disabled all the security locks, lifts, and doors in the rest of the vessel. You should have no difficulties proceeding from here.
What's this?
Don't touch anything.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Munro, what's happening down there? I'm reading a power surge. Medical attention. Your assistance is much appreciated, Ensign.
I'll say. Any later and we might have been a harvester snack.
Munro to bridge. The harvesters have been eliminated.
Good work, Ensign. We'll get cleanup crews down there on the double.
Can't believe the aliens survived the hit from that Dreadnought.
It would have been much worse had we not disabled the harvester.
Not that that's going to make anyone around here feel any better.
What do you mean?
Let's just say that as ship's morale officer, I've noticed people are a little on edge from constantly being on the defensive for so long. I just hope we get out of here soon.
Tuvok, Ensign Munro, report to the conference room in half an hour.
The isodecium is working. Environmental controls and most critical systems will be online soon. But I don't know if we'll get full power back.
How long before warp drive? I want to get Voyager as far from this death trap as possible.
I might be able to get it up and running, but I can't guarantee its stability with that constant power drain from the Forge's dampening field.
Harry, what about sensors? Can we...
Wait, aren't we...
Go ahead, Ensign. What's on your mind?
Well, aren't we going to counterattack?
What?
I mean, are we just going to sit here and wait for them to attack again, or are we going to strike back?
I don't intend to leave Voyager a sitting duck, Ensign. Maybe you weren't paying attention just now, but we're doing our best to get out of here.
Mr. Munro, you were invited to this conference as a courtesy. The captain has rejected your proposal.
Captain, I'm just saying what everyone is thinking.
All right, Ensign. Just what is everyone thinking?
Well, It's just that people are tired of being on the defensive.
I have to agree. I've talked with some of the crew. Morale is low. They feel vulnerable.
The best defense is often a strong offense.
What are we supposed to do without engines and weapons? Drift over there and use harsh language? That thing's outer defenses could cut Voyager to ribbons.
Not every problem can be solved by force, Ensign. I would have thought you would know that by now.
While we're sitting here licking our wounds, the Forge could send another harvester ship.
All the more reason to get repairs done sooner.
But what if the repairs can't be finished because of that dampening field?
I understand. We're all feeling vulnerable. But I'm not just captain of this ship. I'm the captain of her crew as well. I can't ignore the morale of my people. If they don't get a chance to fight back, they might not have any fight left in them by the time the next harvester comes. And I can't ignore the fate of the other countless victims this Forge has taken, and the ones it's yet to take. We've been fighting so hard for our own survival, we've almost forgotten our responsibility to the others trapped here. If we have a chance to stop this madness once and for all, we must take it. However, Voyager is in no shape to challenge the Forge. Mr. Munro, I take it you have a plan in mind.
Yes, I do. Trojan Horse.
The harvester ship?
Of course! I can take a small team of my best people. We use the harvester to enter the Forge and lower its defenses so you can send reinforcements and shuttles. If we can shut down the dampening field, Voyager and the other ships should be able to escape.
We don't have any idea what kind of internal defenses that thing has.
At the very least, we can buy Voyager some time.
All right. Tuvok, Chakotay, Munro, let's put together a plan. It's time we brought the fight to our captors.
Once the dampening field generator is down, we will evacuate the Forge and return to Voyager via the shuttlecrafts.
Crewman Jaworski, yes.
Sir, how are we going to get the harvester back to the Forge? We don't know how to operate it, do we?
A science team has examined the harvester ship and discovered an automatic recall system. The ship is programmed to return to the Forge on its own.
Your team leader, Ensign Munro, will now brief you on your specific mission objectives.
The first team is going to be a small group. Just myself, Telsia, Beesman, and Chell. We will board the harvester and initiate the auto-return sequence. We believe the harvester will return to this area of the Forge, a docking ring of some sort. Still under construction, apparently. Our scans indicate that the external defense's power grid is located somewhere in this area. Once we shut it down, we'll call for the reinforcements. That's where the rest of you come in. Once we rendezvous, we will spread out and proceed down this main shaft. We'll try to locate the generator for the dampening field and destroy it, allowing Voyager to escape. Any questions? Liz?
What kind of resistance are we gonna run into?
Honestly, we don't know. We presume there'll be more harvesters over there, and who knows what else. We don't know anything about this Forge, and who's operating it, but I expect pretty heavy resistance. Look, I know some of you must be scared. I know I am. But the Hazard team was created and trained for exactly this kind of dangerous assignment. We can beat this thing.
This crew has repeatedly surprised and impressed me over these past several years. Starfleet, Maquis, and others. We've all come together and performed beyond the expectations of even the finest starship crew. I know you can do this. We will shut down this death trap.
All right. Let's suit up and get going. My team, meet by the harvester docking tendril in 1/2 hour. Dismissed. Come to wish me luck, Tuvok?
Vulcans do not believe in luck, Mr. Munro. However, your success is crucial. And while I believe you will prevail, I hope that your mission does not encounter undue adversity.
Thanks, Tuvok.
We will join you as soon as your team deactivates the outer defenses.
uglier cousins.
I don't think they like us very much.
I can't deactivate the defense system from here. Wait a second. I think I can... Yes. I can run an endless loop, a simulation of current sensor data. It will just extrapolate all of the ship's current movement.
So the targeting computers will think all the ships are just drifting normally.
Right. When reinforcements come, the targeting computers won't see them.
Good thinking, Chell. Munro to Voyager. The defense grid is down. You should be able to bring in reinforcements to the docking ramp. But you better hurry. It's some pretty heavy resistance.
Understood. We shall be there as soon as possible. In the meantime, try to locate the main central shaft of the forge. Our scans indicate it should lead to the energy dampening field generator.
Acknowledged. Munro out. All right. We better get moving before more of those things show up. We can meet up with the reinforcements on one of the lower levels.
Damn it! I can't get off a good shot!
Couldn't have held out much longer. Did all the boarding parties make it?
Yes. The defense systems did not fire. The captain, Chakotay, and others have boarded several decks.
Good. Now we just have to find the generator and shut it down.
Munro? He's dead.
Dead? No. He can't be.
He saved us all.
The good of the many outweighs the needs of the few. Mr. Beesman understood this. He will be missed. But we must continue with our operation. Sensor scans indicated that the generator is on the lowest level. We will need to divide into teams and try to find a way down to destroy it. Mr. Chell, Miss Murphy, I will require your skills.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Chang, Jarrett, you're with me then.
We should maintain an open comm channel for the remainder of the mission. Let's go.
This shaft, it's full of those monsters. There must be thousands of them stored in the walls. This must be some kind of incubation chamber.
It's a whole army of these things. For some kind of invasion. There's enough here to take a whole planet.
Not just a planet. An entire galaxy. These Reavers are the ultimate killing machines. We have spent thousands of your years abducting species from all over this galaxy. Our probes have found worlds your puny Federation would never dream existed. We've tested and dissected them all, combining and manipulating their DNA. We have grown the ultimate warrior race. You and your entire galaxy shall fall to the Warsaw.
No! We will stop you!
Pitiful creatures. To the Warsaw, you are nothing more than an infestation, an annoyance to be crushed like a...
What happened?
We Betazoids are telepathic. I was able to block the alien's voice. For now.
Are you okay?
Yes, it just took a lot out of me. I'll be fine.
Tuvok, this is Munro. We found the main shaft and just had some sort of contact with the being who seems to be in control of this station.
Yes, Ensign. We received the same message. We are still recovering from it.
They're creating an army of drones. just like the Borg.
Correction. The Borg seek only perfection. These Vorsoth seek to annihilate all lesser beings and dominate whole galaxies.
Even worse than the Borg, then.
Sir, we can't just shut down the generator. We've got to destroy the entire station.
I concur, Ensign. My teams will start placing explosives. You and your team continue down the shaft to the generator. You have to destroy it before we can set off the det packs. Voyager can then escape the region before the explosion.
Understood. Munro out.
Alex, over here.
Let's move it, Ensign.
Insignificant creatures, you cannot stop us. This forge is but the first of millions. We will launch the seed. It will grow into a new forge and create thousands more. You have simply delayed the inevitable. The Vorsoth shall conquer your galaxy, then countless others.
Gerard. She blocked the voice again. Must have overwhelmed her.
Alex, listen, we've got to get out of here. The whole place is going to blow.
Come on, let's go.
Take Gerard. Get her back to Voyager.
Wait, what? Alex, where are you going?
You saw the visions. All this is going to start all over again if I don't stop that seed.
Wait, let us...
No! You've got to get Gerard back to Voyager. This is my decision. Now go.
But...
Ensign Munro. Ensign Munro, acknowledge. Mr. Munro, you are violating direct orders.
Foolish human. You cannot hope to stop the Vorsoth.
What are you?
I am the Vorsoth. I was created by the Ancient Ones. I shall carry out their programming. The seed will be launched to create a new forge. We can never be stopped.
Wait! Listen to me! In your visions, I saw this machine is thousands of years old. How do you know that your purpose is conquest? Your makers might have only intended to use you for research. They may have been explorers, like ourselves.
Nonsense. Our programming is clear. We are engineered for perfection. We are created to conquer.
But through the thousands of years, your original programming may have deteriorated. Do you even remember who built you? Where did they come from? What did they look like? The race of beings who first made you might even be extinct.
Silence! The seed will be launched. You shall be destroyed.
Seed stopped. Must leave. Dangerous. Come with us.
No.
The seed! This cannot be! Impudent wretch! Relish this minor victory, human. For you may have stopped the seed, but now I will show them just how insignificant you are.
Pressing it, Mr. Paris.
The Forge has been destroyed.
We made it!
What about the other ships?
Some of them made it out. Captain, I'm getting a message from the Ethereans. They thank us for our help and are back on their way to their new home.
Captain, I've got some readings on our position. We're still in the Delta Quadrant, but we're over 200 light years closer to the Alpha Quadrant.
So, we gained a few months. Not bad. Get us back on course for home, Mr. Paris.
Looks like your plan worked, Ensign.
Yes. Congratulations, Munro. Good work.
Your performance was quite satisfactory. You appear to be injured. You should report to sickbay.
Yes, sir.
Alex?
Tasia, hi.
Penny for your thoughts?
What's a penny?
I don't know. Some old phrase I heard Paris say once. It was a nice service. For Beastman and the others.
Yeah, for a funeral.
You couldn't have helped them, you know. You did the best you could. They knew the risks. They were professionals.
I know, but when you disappeared on the Etherean ship, I told myself the same thing. It didn't make me feel any better then either.
You can't bring them back. Don't live in the past. Look toward the future. You have a bright future.
Do I?
Sure. Trust me.
Is this a private party, or can anyone join?
How are you doing, Munro?
As good as can be expected, I guess.
Lieutenant Munro?
Those pips suit you well, Lieutenant.
Thank you, sir.
You had us worried there at the end.
Mr. Munro disobeyed orders and did not board the escape shuttle.
I'm sorry, sir. There was something I had to do.
We know, Lieutenant. We all saw the alien visions. You did what you had to do.
It was commendable. You were willing to sacrifice yourself for the whole.
As did the entire team. You all performed bravely.
The Hazard team has proven to be more valuable than we imagined. Starfleet just might adopt your idea when we get back, Tuvok.
Thank you, Captain. But I think Mr. Munro is the one most responsible for the success of the team. It took some time, and not inconsiderable effort. But you have proven yourself to be an outstanding officer and a natural leader, as I always believed you would.
Thank you, sir. I was afraid you would think my decision was too impulsive.
Sometimes, Lieutenant, your gut instinct is better than what logic and procedure would suggest. Both are needed in a good leader. That is why I chose you to begin with.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Why, Tuvok? Is that a bit of pride I detect?
Surely, Captain. There is no cause to insult me.